Hey guys, I have a dream to share with you today, and this was a personal dream given with specific instruction for me, but I believe there are two reasons that I need to share this dream. First, it's a personal word for me that applies to anyone who would say, Lord, use me to release your wisdom in the earth right now, your wisdom in your ways. If that is you and that is the call of God on you to release wisdom into those around you, then this dream will apply to you. It also is a unique dream in how the Lord specifically and strategically used symbols in the dream to to give the message, to deliver the instruction. So in this dream, I was with a woman and her husband, these two parents that they would call themselves Christian. They believe in Jesus Christ, but they are they rely heavily on their worldly experience and their worldly ways to make decisions and in how they raise their children. They and in name are believers, but the way that they think and approach decision making and even approach their faith is very driven by worldly ways, and this is most evident in the deception that you see in their lives of the things that they believe, of worldly beliefs. They are attached to worldly beliefs and worldly ways in their beliefs about the Bible and politics and all these different things. It lines up with the ways of the world. And so I was talking to these parents in the dream, and they told me that their child was in the hospital for heart surgery. And so I ran to the hospital in the dream to help the child. And in the dream, when I got to the child, I saw his heart was like, I could almost like I'm looking down at an open heart, but everything was water. So I'm looking down at the heart and it's all underwater. And in the dream, I saw that there were baby teeth stuck in the vessels and the vessels leading to the heart. And so there was a blockage of baby teeth throughout the vessels that were blocking the heart from flowing. And so in the dream, I blew like a liquid, like a water, into the heart, and it pushed the baby teeth out, and the boy was healed, his heart was fine, and that was the end of the dream. And what the Lord was highlighted to me was that those who are not blinded by worldly wisdom, and especially believers who live their lives according to the world's ways and thinking, and are blinded by these things, they are raising up their youth to be in agreement with the ways of the world. But this dream showed that those of us who know the truth and know that God's ways are in opposition to the ways of the world, that we have the wisdom of God to release, and it's our task and assignment to release that wisdom to the youth, to the adults as well, but especially to the youth who are being taught to operate in this worldly wisdom. And the way that we do that is by the Word of God, which I believe represents the water, the liquid source that I blew into his heart, and the Word of God will flush out childlike thinking. So in a dream, teeth represent somebody's ability to understand something. Just like the teeth, literally, their job is to chew food down till it can be swallowed. And so as a symbol, teeth represent the ability to chew or to meditate or to break something down and understand it. And so because these baby teeth were blocking the child's heart from living, we needed to get the baby thinking of the world flushed out of him. The Word of God says that the wisdom of the world is as foolishness with God. It's in complete opposition. And the irony is that those who, even in the church, who lean toward worldly thinking and are in agreement with worldly ways, they mock and condescend and laugh at those who operate in the ways of God and see them almost as childish or foolish. But the Lord laughs at this, and he sees the truth, because the irony is that the ways of the world are like child's play, their childish thinking that needs to be flushed out of the youth. And that is our job, to release that truth into the youth, to release the pure wisdom and the water of the Word of God into the youth in this hour like never before, because they have been blocked up with worldly wisdom, and they need that flushed out of them. So we want to release the pure Word of God, trusting in faith that the wisdom of God supersedes the foolish baby thinking of the world, that our just releasing of the Word of God over the youth and over people around us, that will bring the wisdom of God and create get the hearts of people open and living and their hearts pumping again and able to live and able to spiritually come alive. So I pray that this dream encourages you, not just for the interesting symbols that are included in the dream, but for the message of the dream. I believe this is for many of you who have been called to release the wisdom of God into the earth through teaching and spreading of the Word of God, but also those of you who are called to the youth in this hour. I pray that this dream blesses you.